Good evening, everyone. Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am. Can you hear me, ma'am?
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Sorry for the delay.
No,
Some net.
ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am. Some network issues from our side, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. No worries.
Okay, ma'am. May I start the session, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Good evening, everyone. On this final day of our faculty development program on innovation, technology, and pedagogy, it is my privilege to extend a warm welcome to our distinguished resource person, Dr. A. Ginavanee, ma'am, Assistant Professor in the Department of Computer Application at Agurchand Manmull Jain College, Chennai. Brings a wealth of experience in leveraging innovative technologies to enhance teaching and learning practices. Today, we are honored to have her share her insights on how technology can be effectively integrated into pedagogy to foster more engaging, interactive, and impactful learning experience for students. We are confident that her session will inspire new ideas, stimulate thoughtful discussions, and provide practical strategies that we can incorporate into our own classrooms. Please join me in giving a warm welcome to Dr. A. Ginavanee, ma'am. Welcome, ma'am.
Ma'am, thank
Yeah,
you
ma'am.
for your assistance.
Yeah, ma'am.
Sorry, share the screen.
Yeah, ma'am.
Is my screen visible, ma'am?
Yeah, ma'am. Is it visible, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
A very good evening, everyone, and a warm welcome to all the passionate educators joined here today. Today, we are going to discuss about educators as change makers, that is CPD, that is Continuous Professional Development and Faculty Development Program for Lifelong Learning and Innovation. I'm Dr. Ginavanee, working as Assistant Professor in the Department of Computer Applications, Agurchand Manmull Jain College. Um, in today's session, we are not just going to talk about teaching, but going to talk about the transformation, right? Because in this era of education 5.0, the educators, we are not perceived as instructors. We are perceived as transformators, innovators, and change makers. What I'm talking is not philosophy, it is a mandate in NEP 2020. So here is how we are going to explore together. So first we are going to look at what is NEP 2020 and what then strategic objectives of education for India at 2047. Though we have come across these two things many times, but I'm going to have give a glimpse over it so that we can understand in a better way the following slides about CPD and FDP. Then we will, I'll make you to walk through to the evolution of education, industry, and pedagogy. Then we will dive deep into CPD and FDP, which is our focus of attention. Right. So So this is national education policy. This is a very strong reformative policy over 30 years. That is National Education Policy 2020. Here we have come across these things, but I just give a glimpse over it. That is, we'll start from bottom to top, right? That is the school structure is this new structure replaces the old one of 10 plus 2. That is, we are 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4. That is 5 is foundational, that is between age 3 to 8. Then it is a preparatory. Then it is middle. So foundational is 5, preparatory is 3. So 3 is 8 to 11. Then another 3 is middle school, 11 to 14. Then last 4 is secondary, that is 14 to 18. Here, one more point they are focusing more is we need to encourage play-based activity from the age of 3. Between 3 to 8, we should start with a play-based activity. Then we have to give more importance to it is more not more importance, that is we have encouraged to include regional language as a medium of instructions too up to 5th grade. Then we can come next level is higher education. where we are going to discuss more about the flexible degrees. That is, flexible degrees here is nothing but multiple entry and multiple exit, which means after completing our secondary education, that is after 18, we are going for enrolling in the degree programs, right? The degree programs is a 4-year program where we have flexibility. That is, the NEP's main motive is our education should be flexible, holistic, and it should be future enabled, future ready, right? What is flexible here is, as the name suggests, it is multiple entry, multiple exit, which means that upon completing my secondary education, if I am able to complete only 2 semesters, that is 1-year program, that is level 5, it is termed as level 5, where I'm able to get a certificate. If I'm ready to continue for second year, which is termed as level 6, there I'm able to, after completing successfully the 4 semesters, then I'm able to get the degree of get the diploma degree. Then if I want to exit from this program, I can exit with a diploma degree. I can go for an employment opportunity. That's what it is termed as a multiple entry, multiple exit, right? MEES program, flexible degrees, right? So if then I'm able to pursue further, right? Upon completion of my third year, that is termed as the level 7, where I'm able to get the degree certificate. If I'm fully qualified, that is, I'm completing the 4 years, that is 8 semesters, that is level 8, after secondary, then completing level 5, then level 6, then level 7, then level 8, then I'm able to get a research or honor degree. The next point in higher education is credit transfer points. That is the thing that is introduced in NEP 2020. That is, credit transfer points is nothing but where we are more discussing about the academic bank of credits, right? That's what the main point of NEP is: flexibility, holistic, and future enabled. This, the flexibility is I can pursue in the degree 2, as well as in credit transfer points. After completing each and every stage of degree, my credits will be stored where I have the facility of transferring and redeeming from ABC. That is, ABC is nothing but academic bank of credit, which will go in, which will we will see about in the following slides, right? Next is about your teacher empowerment, how we should be get prepared for this education 5.0, where they are talking more about the continuous development. This continuous development is nothing but the continuous professional development and FDPs, where we are nurtured, we are empowered with tech enabled industry linkage programs, right? As well as we can develop ourselves for the pedagogy, modern pedagogy, and we are trying to inculcate or instill the technology inside our classrooms. And one more point in this tech government is merit-based recruitment. The recruitment should be fair and transparent, right? Next stage they are discussing, giving more importance, is technology integration. That we need to bring the technology inside the classroom and beyond the classroom. So if we get prepared first, then automatically our students will be involved in making use of the technology. That is one of the point in the India at 2047, that technology enabled environment, right? So that we can stand as developed in the world, right? Next thing is global vision, which is nothing but the aim, the vision of India. What is our vision of India at the centenary year of independence? That is 2047. We should be a developed country, right? This is all about your national education policy 2020, which aligns more with holistic development, flexible development, and technology enabled environment, where future, and we are making our learners and the students ready for the future, right? Next we have to go, then we have to talk about the vision of 2047. So the vision of 2047 is about India should reach the position of developed country. When we will talk about develop, what means developed? That is, our education should be a quality education. It should be available to all, no one left behind. Here, no one left behind. We are talking about we have to make a regional balance. We have to address the marginalized communities, no one left behind. That is, that is the main point, that is universal access. Everyone is able to access from early childhood education, from early childhood to higher education. That is universal access to quality education. Please go through it from bottom to top, right? Next is global competitiveness in higher education. Our vision is 2047 vision is a developed country, which means a quality education accessible to all. Next, a global competitiveness in higher education. A higher education is that we can attain the world. Our higher education institutions like universities and all colleges can get the world class recognition through research and innovation, and also with collaboration with other universities. This is global competitiveness in higher education. Next is skill development and employability. Skill development is nothing but we need to include vocational courses, the skill development, which is nothing but we are making ready the learners to the employment immediately. That is future ready workforce through vocational training. Next is about inclusive learning and equity. Inclusive learning is nothing but again this is the same point, that is no one left behind. Equity, we all knows, equality is giving the same opportunity to everyone, whereas equity is nothing but an opportunity given to according to their level. Then we have to include, that is focus on marginalized communities and gender equality. Next, the last one is technology integration is we have to include the artificial intelligence, augmented reality, virtual reality, and data analytics in our teaching, so that they will be trained to handle these things in a proper way, and in a interdisciplinary approach should be there. The subject to be taught in collaboration with other subject, which is the main thing that we need to focus very much, right? This is the vision of education India 2047. That is, we are expecting that we have to transform our India as a developed nation, right? If we want to transform the learners to this India 2047, for this we have to be get prepared, right? How we will be get prepared for this? Well, how do we have to prepare for this? There are two powerful tools. One is continuous professional development, and another one is faculty development programs. So what do you mean by these two things? That is, these are not the training modules. This what the continuous professional development and faculty development program are not training modules. They are the pathways to the innovation, gateways to transformation, and bridges to the future of learning. These are the two things. Our country can be developed only in a nutshell. We can talk that India has to be viewed as a more modern, strong, inclusive, and it has to be respected globally. For this, we have to integrate technology in every aspect of our life. We have to use this technology to lead our life in a smarter and an easier way. We should have the villages and cities to be connected, clean, safe, and well connected. All should get the education in a proper way, that is equal education to the access to the quality education. These are the things that is termed as a developed country, where I'm able to get the good education, good healthcare, and good job, right? So in order to attain this transformation, that is a developed country at 2047, we the educators has to develop ourselves, so that the learners will develop on the with our facilitations, and the society will evolve, which will result the society will be close to the India at 2047, right? These are the first thing is continuous professional development. It is not a training module. It is not, as I said earlier, it is not a philosophy. It is a core mandate in NEP 2020. It is a 50 hours program that every educator has to cross an year, right? Teachers must be viewed as a lifelong learners and tech integrated educators. So whenever we are learning, we are attaining some credits that has to be recorded in ABC. ABC is nothing but academic bank of credits, where it has an option that our academic journey, or the progress of our academic journey can be tracked across institutions, which can be later used for our appraisal systems, appraisal performance indicators, so that we can be recognized also. Then according to India 2047 vision, faculties are the nation builders. whenever our growth empowers the growth of the learners as well as the growth of the nation. So we need to be first skilled or upskilled with the integration of digital in our in our classrooms. So educators must lead innovation to make India a global knowledge hub, right? So before getting exactly into CPD and FDP, we must know the evolution. That is a combined evolution in parallel. So these are the things that is always the industry evolution started from mechanization to human-centric innovation. In the same way, the education evolution has also mirrored the same thing, which started from rote learning in 1.0 to values-driven pedagogy in 5.0. So, if industries are preparing for human-machine collaboration, educators must prepare students for human-centric leadership, and that transformation begins with us, right? From industry evolution, that is the part of mechanization, the steam engine, where we expected, where the people were expected with basic literacy, already basic literacy of handling the factory work and manual labor. So for this, the education evolution concentrates more on the rote learning, memorization, repetition. The teacher's role is one way. That is, we always give a lectures. The students or the learners will be a passive one. We play the active role. Our role is didactic. That is, we only speaks a lot. We only gives the lecturing. The students or learners are able to take the notes only. So because our industry experts only a labor or a manual support, a factory work. So education evolution matches the industry evolution of 1.0 with teacher-centered learning, right? Next, that teacher-centered learning where we used to have the chalk and talk, that pedagogy is termed as teacher-first strategies or teacher-instruct strategies. Teacher-first strategies is nothing but where teachers plays a predominant role. The next stage is 2.0. This is mass production. Here, the evolution of electricity, mass production, textile mills, where the workforce, the industry experts, people, trained workers for improving the industry efficiency, and assembly lines. So, for this, we followed a fixed curriculum, a mass education, and the test and exams were conducted. These pedagogy is termed as teacher test strategies. Then from rote learning, it is teacher centered. From industry evolution 3.0, the automation comes, which becomes student centered learning. Here only the student centered learning concept has started, right? What the thing here is, we have the automation, right? The computers started to play a role in this field. So what type of people the industry expected is, the people should have some kind of analytical skills. They should have some adaptability for digital systems. So here, from teacher centered to the evolution goes to learner centered, where the critical thinking starts. Critical thinking is nothing but analyzing the concept which is given. So you have to analyze the information given with you, has to be get analyzed logically. You have to take the solutions. You have to take a fair solution or a recent judgments, right? For this, we have to prepare the students. So what we did is, we started here, the learner centered approach started, critical thinking evolved, and we started to work collaboratively. So this pedagogy is termed as teacher guide strategies. Then this is a traditional one. This is industry age. This is information age. Then the 4.0 is digital age. This is, we need to integrate the digital here, the technologies like AI, IoT, smart factories come into existence. So our teaching methodology should match with the learners able to do the coding, uh, analyze the data, this kind of digital transformation is expected from the people, from the students, from the learners, so that they can match the industry expectations. So our so here for this, we started to integrate. The learning becomes personalized, so the students learners started to learn on their own. The self-paced learning comes into existence. Then we started the blended learning. Blended learning is nothing but it is a blend of, it is a mix of online teaching and an offline teaching. Say for an example, blended teaching is an umbrella term where flipped classroom is in one of the example for blended things, where we in flipped classroom we will be importing the notes and the lessons in online mode, where the learners will study on their own. It's a self-paced learning. This is personalized learning. Right, they will understand the things on their own, where the teacher's role is only a facilitator. We will be offline is where in the classroom we'll start to discuss about the activities based on the things we have uploaded. They will be understanding the concept, and the activities will be worked out in the classrooms, so that both the things are get mingled. They are able to do it in a very effective way when compared to the rote learning. Then the last one, now where we are, it is education for industry 5.0, which gives more importance to the human centric innovation, where it is going to the humans are going to collaborate with the machines. So we have to prepare the learners in a way that they will be concentrated on human centric leadership. So here the things where we have to give more importance to empathy, then creativity, as well as sustainability. These are the things that we have to concentrate more. So in a nutshell, what the summary is, we started with rote learning, then we come to critical learning in 3.0. Now we have in the stage of creative thinking. As the education evolution is more teacher centered in 1.0, and 3.0 it was learner centered. Now it is human centered, that we have to give importance to the empathy, ethics, sustainability, and we have to take the social responsibility too. We have to give something back to the society in a beneficial way, from where we started to progress. Then it started from classroom teaching in 1.0, then it moves on to global learning, because in 4.0 we are able to do some MOOC courses, right, massive open online courses. Even you are able to get something from the people of other countries too. Then now we have going with, not ended up, but we are in the stage of community based learning. That is, again, we need to something give back to the society, right? So now we are coming to the point of what is continuous professional development and faculty development program. Because to make the students learners to the future ready, we have to be get future ready first, so that only these things will be inculcated or introduced in the classrooms. So how we can develop ourselves through by means of continuous professional development and faculty development programs. What are these two programs, right? One is that continuous professional development is, it is an ongoing, it is something in a daily basis. It's 1 hour like this, what we are doing for last 7 days, right? In a daily basis, it's giving just sharpening our knowledge in a specific areas. It will be in a short term courses, like 3 hours webinars like this. So it can be in the format of online peer mentoring or reflective journals. Reflective journals is nothing but just like writing a diary, where here you will be writing what you understood, what you inferred. You can make the comparisons, why it happened, what the solution we can bring to it. This is nothing but the reflective journals. After attending the courses, we will be writing what our understanding is, how I can bring these things into my teaching, like this. That is called the reflective journey. So we will first focus on continuous professional development. So this is for an example, this is, we should go a 50 hours of annual CDP. This is prescribed in the NEP 2020. Then uh, here will be based on, as always we will be expecting something we are doing, then we have to get benefited for doing this CDP and FDPs. It will be get reflected in our that is appraisal performance index indices, so that where we will be, after completing these courses, we will be able to get appraisal in the form of incentives, or we will be considered for promotions and all these things. Whereas the faculty development program is a structured one. It is either it can be in online or it can be in an offline. It will be extending for 2 weeks programs, where in CPD we will be having for 3 hours program or 5 hours program. But a faculty development program is always a structured one, more formal. We will have different types of FDPs, something with pedagogy, related with pedagogy, something with research, and other things will be tech enabled FDPs. So it will be lasting for 2 weeks or 3 weeks. It can be even a short term courses, by attending workshops, seminars. So these are the things. Always it will be having some outcome based. It will have some outcome. So these are the two things that will upskill us. That will upskill us as well as reskill us. Upskill is nothing but something we are getting deeper into our existing technologies, existing skill set. Whereas reskilling is something we are preparing for a different skill set when our current job gets obsolete or disappears. So these are the difference between upskilling and reskilling. Upskilling is nothing but getting deeper within the existing skill set, whereas reskilling is we are making us to get prepared for the new skill set of different job. Right. Next we are going to talk about what is, then we have seen what is the difference between CDP and FDP. Then we must know what kind of FTPs are recognized, how we have to get to this. So these are the two things. AICTE Atal Academy, it offers FDPs. This Atal Academy, AICTE Atal Academy offers emphasis more on technology based FDPs, technology based FTPs, then industry linkages. In this way it gives more, right? AI, IoT, cyber security, and pedagogy, all these things are free registration. It is conducted in both online and offline mode. For some registrations, for some FDPs, we have to get no objection certificate from the institution where we are working. It's an online, in some courses are given in an online way. A regular attendance is expected. In some FDPs, the marks is grade, it is ungraded FDPs too. Like this, the AICT is Atal Academy is offering. And next is about all we know about the SWAYAM. It also gives the certification programs, conducting certification programs, and includes FDPs too. So these apart from these two, another two, NPTEL is also offering the courses which is considered for faculty appraisal and career advancement. Then another one is UGC HRDC. This is Human Resource Development Centers. What the two differences between UGC HRDC and AICTE Atal is, AICTE focuses more on technology, innovation, and industry linkages, whereas this UGC HRDC emphasizes more on pedagogy, ethics, holistic faculty development, as well as importing human values. This context more the faculty induction programs for new entrants, then refresher courses, leadership developments, Indian knowledge system, then about ethics. So these two things, these two things, the AAC Atal Academy and the UGC HRDC, these two things form a dual ecosystem. One is tech-enabled educators. This AICTE Atal Academy provides a tech-enabled educators. That is, it more focuses on innovation, technology, and industry linkage. Whereas this UGC HRDC, it's concentrates more on value driven educators. So this synergy, that is tech enabled educators and value driven educators, ensures the faculties are future ready, tech enabled, interdisciplinary, and socially responsible, which is directly aligning to NEP 2020 and the India at 2047 vision. So again, just please don't mind, these two things is very important for us. AICT Academy is technology enabled educators. This UGC is HRDC, is value driven educators. These two things in align with NEP 2020 and India at 2047 vision. So these are the two things that I have given in a form of difference between AICT Atal FTPs and UGC. These are the things that we have discussed in the previous slides that I only have given in a comparison way. So this prepares educators. This Atal prepares educator for Industry 4.0 and 5.0, whereas UGC HRDC, which concentrates more on value driven. So value driven concentrates more on value driven. It aligns more with education 5.0, which discusses more, emphasizes more in empathy, ethical values, social responsibility. Right, these are the main things. And next, when we are crossing these faculties programs and CPD, we'll be expecting something, right? So how we are recognized. So for this, we are going to come. Next thing is we are recognition after attending the FTPs and CPDs, right? Before that, we need to know the categories in the FTPs. It can be either pedagogy FTPs or research-oriented FTPs or technology-based FTPs. Pedagogy is something. It's focuses, strengthens more on learner-centric approaches. The learner-centric approaches can be anything. It can be a constructivism or social constructivism. The educators have been trained in this way, how to bring a new teaching methodology inside the classroom. That is constructivism, which is based on the cognitive development of Jean Piaget, who discusses more about the learners should be given an opportunity to learn on their own. That is personalized learning. Differentiated instructions. Differentiated instructions is nothing but giving, letting the advanced learners to advance, and the slow learners has to be given the support. Right, training in innovative teaching methods. This is the pedagogy related to how the teaching should be more effective, so that the learners should become an active participant, where we can making them to getting involved in the classrooms. So regarding this is called a pedagogy FTP, morely related with the effective teaching methods. Whereas in research FTPs, we are built to provide how to write a paper in a reputed journal, grant writing, doing how to do a collaboration projects. About these things is discussed under research FTPs. Then tech tools, that is technology FTPs, is nothing but how to integrate the digital platforms, digital tools in our learning system, how the teachers should use the LMS, MOOCs, and AI-driven tools. So these are the things. These three types of FTPs are aligning with the NEP goals. That is multidisciplinary education. We need interdisciplinary education, prepare faculty to teach across domains. That is, learners will be taught by integrating different domains. Then flexibility and lifelong learning. The NEP 2020 as well as India Vision at 2047 views the educators as a lifelong learners. They are the innovators. They are the change makers. So adapting to modular classes. Modular classes is nothing but flexible classes. We are not allowed to the concept of traditional long-term courses. We are able to split the courses. We are able, in the basis of specific skills, we want an training in the specific skills for a short duration. So that's what it is termed as flexibility. That's a modular courses. Then technology integration, that is using ICT for inclusion and accessibility. Inclusion is nothing but no one left behind. That is, we should provide a regional balance. We should support the people in peri-urban as well as in the rural. So regional balance should be always there. And so what are the supports given from the institution? That is the thing. This is the policy banking is this. We have to go regular UGC, AICT enabled FTP programs and CPD programs. And here the incentives is appraisal performance indicators for promotions. Our credits will be considered for promotions, recognitions, incentives, because all our credits will be stored in the academic banking credits. So these are the things. When we gone through these kind of trainings, we will be given incentives will be recognized, so that it will be something fruitful for us to move ahead and prepare ourselves for the future ready India, right? So regarding the digital certifications and ABC, these are the micro credentials. Micro credentials is nothing but if the certificate is valued for the short term specific courses. This is called as a micro credentials. It is nothing but we can have multiple, where this is stackable learning is nothing but we can have multiple certificates which can be merged or for a larger certifications. We are not forced to do the traditional learning of a long year learning. Instead, we can have short term courses for specific skill set, where the credentials or certifications will be shared on LinkedIn, or it can be shown across the institutions. So academic bank of credits under NEP. So here we have to think of, we have to have knowledge about these things. One is DigiLocker. DigiLocker is nothing but a digital folder where we can have all our certificates verified. Not only the certificates, even we can have our PAN card, driving license, everything. It is nothing but a digital folder where we can keep our certificates safely, which is verified, so that we can use it without carrying it with the risk of misplacing or stolen by somebody. So it can be safely kept in our DigiLocker. It is viewed as a digital folder where it is everything is verified, because this DigiLocker is connected with connected with the PAN, Aadhaar, and everything, all the organizations. So always it is verified. If we have the DigiLocker, we can through the DigiLocker we can create an APAR ID too. APAR ID is nothing but it's an automated permanent academic it's an academic account registry. It is always for unique identification. It is a 12-digit number. It is a central government initiative. It can be only for the students and for the teachers. Because through this APAR ID, what is the purpose of APAR ID? It is like a digital passport. DigiLocker is a digital folder where I can save all my certificates. APAR ID is a digital passport. Just imagine as a passport through which we can track the progress of each student from schooling to universities. This is also for teachers too. So that's what I'm telling, that our credits will be stored in the ABC. ABC is academic bank of credits. It is nothing but a virtual credit system where our numbers, where our credits are stored, redeemed and transferred between the institutions. Because if I'm doing some courses, if that course is already registered under ABC, and for completion of every courses, we will have some credits, 2 or 3 points, 3 credits will be 2 credits or 3 credits will be given upon completion, successful completion of our course. That credits will be credited in this bank ABC. That will be tracked with the APAR ID. Right, not only for programs, or if any competitive exams, if any programs, high-level programs or inter-college competitions conducted by well-renowned universities like IITs, NITs, if those programs have registered, if we get any ranking in that programs, like first place, second place, third place. If they are already registered and the credits were given to this, that also be credited in our ABC. So that will be tracked. The position of the progress of the academic progress of the each students will be tracked using the APAR ID. It is a one nation one student ID. So this is main thing. NAD is nothing but a national academic depository. It is a 24/7 repository where the institutions will upload the documents of their students. So this is the main thing through which we can recognize, we can understand without waiting for that particular hard copies. We can see across the country. That is, through APAR ID, we can see the progress of the students, progress of the students from schooling to universities. So all these things are recognized and carriers advanced. So whenever we want to be a future ready, whenever we expect our learners to be future ready, we have to be get ready first. So whatever the thing we are learning today is going to shape India of tomorrow. So I think I done some justification to this topic. uh, uh, if you have any queries, I'll stay back for another 2 or 3 minutes. Before that, I want to thank the SKRGC Publications and Academy for giving an opportunity for to give us to take a session in this FDP. And also, I thank the audience, the participants for their patience listening, as well as I also want to thank my fellow speakers in all this in all the days of the FDP who are supporting and making this in a coordinated way. Uh, Thank you all. I'm staying back if there is any queries.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Any queries, participants? Ma'am, kindly check
Yeah,
the
thank you.
message, ma'am. Message, ma'am. Rashmi,
Okay.
ma'am has asked a query, ma'am.
Reshmi, ma'am, yes, ma'am, both the things are uh, in ABC, right? If for this you should have a DigiLocker account, through that you can apply for an APAR ID, through which you can be tracked.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
May I and conclude the session, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Once again, on behalf of the organizing team, I extend our heartfelt thanks to Dr. A. Ginavanee, ma'am, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Application, Agurchand Manmull Jain College, Chennai, for an enlightened session. Today is an innovation, technology, and pedagogy. Your insights and practical strategies have been truly inspiring. We also sincerely thank all our resource persons over the past 6 days. Dr. A. Cathreen Graciamary, ma'am, Dr. S. Revathi, ma'am, Dr. S. Narmadha Devi, ma'am, Miss K. Valarmathi, ma'am, Dr. V. Hema, ma'am, Dr. S. Borgia Annie Catherine, ma'am, and finally, today's resource person, Dr. A. Ginavanee, ma'am, for their valuable contributions, knowledge, and guidance throughout this program. Our gratitude also goes to the organizing committee, ICRD, in association with SKRGC Academy, for the tireless efforts in making this faculty development program a success. Thank you all for your active participation and support. We hope the learning from these 7 days will be a meaningful addition to your teaching journey. Thank you all. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am.